Moses Adetola, the author of the book we're celebrating here today. Moses Adetola is a serial entrepreneur with a track record of growth and excellence. Two of his previous companies were acquired by big brands in the US in the last 7 years. He has an interesting perspective on building companies that attract international attention. He is the founder and CEO of Big Field Digital, one of the leading digital agencies in Nigeria. Also, Moses is the founder of Big Field Digital Academy, a digital skills training institute. He's the CEO, co-founder of selloff.ng, one of the leading classified ads e-commerce marketplaces in Nigeria. He's also the founder and CEO of SkyTribe Technologies, a retail company that sells IT gadgets and equipment. Moses lived in the UK for 10 years before returning to Nigeria in 2015 to start afresh and establish multiple companies. In 6 years, he has grown from just himself working in the corner of his room to a group of over 20 young and talented professionals working in a large office. He serves as a mentor to several budding and aspiring entrepreneurs around the world. His leadership style has been hailed by both employees and business associates as inspiring and results-driven. He holds a first-class degree in computing from the University of Greenwich and a master's degree with distinction in digital enterprise management from the University of Westminster, United Kingdom, where he bagged many awards. He is happily married to Mosumade Adetola with 2 children, Shemilore and Iremidi. Let's all welcome Mr. Moses Adetola as he gives the welcome. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, everyone. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It gives me great pleasure to have the honor of your presence at my book launch. Thank you for turning up for me. Like the dream of most young Nigerians, I finally had my opportunity to Japa on the night of 4th January 2006. I can remember vividly the early hours of the next day, which is the 5th of January 2006, stepping down at the Heathrow Airport onto the London soil from the British Airways flight. The winter was at its peak, and I wonder if I could survive the cold weather. Though I planned to spend like 3 years in the UK to complete my studies. And what then happened was so many things, but 3 years became 10 years. Contrary to what most people would do, I summoned the courage to return to Nigeria on the 5th of May 2015, after about a decade. I still remember very well that silent voice that said, Moses, you can still run back. You're at Heathrow, you can still run back. But thank God I did not turn back, because that flight would later define my life as I have it today. It was indeed a defining moment for me. When my Harriet Air flight touched down Muritala International Airport, Lagos, Nigeria, right from the airport, I knew things would be very different. The heat that enveloped me was indescribable, given that I was just coming from a cold weather. So, but I mean, yet I was ready to begin a journey of uncertainty by the grace of God. I had zero connections and very little financial resources to start my new life in Nigeria. So fast forward 7 years later, I've had my fair share of the frustrations from many challenges in our dear country, Nigeria. I have certainly harnessed various opportunities to establish myself as well. A lot has been achieved. And it's not just about the money, but the opportunity to be myself and to do what I love the most, entrepreneurship. Tonight, I want to share the reasons why I decided to write the book, Return and Thrive. First, I wanted to tell my truth, a unique story of a young man who migrated to the United Kingdom, had many challenges, managed to overcome and survive many, eventually returned home and began to thrive after learning a lot of lessons. Second, I wrote the book out of necessity because I know a lot of young and old people in the diaspora who would like to return home, and probably they are unsure of the circumstances that await them. Third, I wrote the book because of the alarming and dangerous trend that we are seeing in Nigeria today. A lot of young people are running away. They're running away from Nigeria, from the country, without having a clue of what life might throw at them in a foreign land. I've lost count of how many recommendation letters that I've written for people who want to travel in the last couple of months, including my current employees. Why I encourage everyone to travel abroad for personal growth, career development, I think, and more importantly, to be able to shape their perspective positively. I do want to encourage Africans in diaspora to come back to Africa, because I believe Africa as a whole, and Nigeria in particular, has great opportunities regardless of the issues it is currently facing. Ordinarily, there's nothing wrong in traveling abroad as long as it is for a purpose that is well thought out. But from my experience, I know that many of the people that want to travel have no idea what challenges they will face abroad or how to navigate them successfully. Even people that seem to be doing well in Nigeria today are also trying to move to a greener pasture. You can't blame them. You can't blame anyone that wants out or japa, because truthfully, the challenges in Nigeria are enormous. But then the question is, what are the chances of actually fulfilling one's dream abroad? I know a lot of people who have traveled and have been living abroad for many years with little to show for it, because they have overstayed their purpose for traveling abroad, or probably they have failed to adapt, as the case may be. I also know a lot of people who are doing very well. They are achieving a lot as well. However, whether one is doing well or not, there usually comes a time when we all face the reality that East or West, home is the best. And at such times, we develop the hunch to return home, either temporarily to start a business or to relocate permanently because of one thing, the blood, the Nigerianness in us. We all know that there is a glass ceiling in most developed continents, and Africa, though has many challenges, offers many opportunities for one to solve problems and build wealth. This is evident, in fact, in how many foreigners flood Nigeria to establish thriving businesses. Examples include ShopRite, Gigi, Jumia, and the likes, just to name a few big brands. And there are many small ventures by foreigners that are doing well as well. While staying abroad, it is important to not lose sight of what is going on right now in your motherland. I understand that trying to come back after a number of years can be extremely difficult, but it is a bold move that can change anyone's life, especially if you have a big dream and yet feel stuck over there. Let no one scare you. There are many opportunities in Nigeria, as outlined in my book, Return and Thrive. Yes, there will be serious challenges adapting initially, but once you understand the flow and get the hang of things and start adapting, you will find that you can achieve a lot with limited resources and infrastructural deficits. There are a lot of young billionaires in Nigeria today. Most of them have never left the shores of the country, many with humble beginnings. One shining example is Adetola Nola, the CEO of Veritasi, a world-class real estate development company worth over $100 million. When asked, why didn't you japa like most young Nigerians? He said, and I quote, I applied for visa, but was rejected at the US Embassy, and I felt sad. I then read a book that said, it is easy to make money in poor environments because poor people don't know how to use money. It's hard to make money from rich people because they have sound lawyers and accountants and many white people around them. So if you intend to travel abroad or to return to your home country in Africa, to start a new life or launch a business, the insights, lessons, experiences I shared in my book will be very beneficial to you. I shared a lot of things that can shape your experience. I decided to do this because I, for one, I was frustrated when I came I saw a lot of things in the system that frustrated me. And I'm confident that anyone who reads this book before coming back will be less shocked on return and be more prepared to take advantage of the opportunities that are available instead of wailing about the issues and all other difficult things. The problem we all see today are massive opportunities in disguise. Ladies and gentlemen, in my book, I also shared how to run a business in Nigeria, giving you the systems you need to put in place to ensure your business grows and continues to thrive, regardless of the economic challenges in the country. Finally, my friends in the diaspora, I wrote this book majorly because of you. I know that there's a lot that you enjoy abroad, but I can attest to the fact that with all the opportunities we have here in Africa, and Nigeria in particular, anyone, I mean anyone, can build a life better than what they have outside of their own country. If you really want to come back to Nigeria, you have to punch fear in the face. You can do it. A lot of people have done it, and they are doing very well today. You can definitely do it. To my friends at home, I know you want to japa, you want to run away, you want to leave the country. I know many of you have your passports ready. In fact, many of you are only waiting for visa to come out. You've made up your mind. But after you move abroad, please make sure you don't lose sight of all the opportunities and ongoing development back home, and ensure you don't outstay your welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your audience. I do hope you enjoy the rest of the program. We have fantastic lineup of people on high table and in the audience to discuss some of the pertinent topics as far as life abroad and Nigeria is concerned. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box so that we can attend to you during the QA. Thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to see you all at the top. Thank you.